at the Hotel Annapolis in downtown D.C. I told him I would wait downstairs, and he got somewhat huffy. Anyway, after he went upstairs, I decided not to wait around for him to come back, so I left. I didn't feel like going home yet, so I decided to go to the USO at the JCC on 16th Street. After I was there a short time, in walked a tall, handsome young guy in a hideous green coat. He had gotten out of the Navy about a year before and was going to GW under the GI Bill of Rights, free college for ex-servicemen and women. And he was an excellent dancer, something I was not. As we talked, my story of how I had walked out on my previous date came out, and he loved it. He took me home to the apartment I shared with 3 other girls. One of them was Molly, who has always remained my good friend. And that's how the romance, which lasted 60 years, started. One thing I found out soon after we began dating was that Jerry's family lived in the next building in New York to my grandmother, Pauline, who in the Bronx. She had rented out a room in her apartment to an elderly gentleman whose family lived in the next building. That man was Jerry's grandfather. And as a kid, Jerry used to go visit his grandfather, who was tutoring him for his bar mitzvah. So it turned out that my grandmother and my aunts, Ida and Celia, and I didn't write Faye, but Faye was one of them, all knew Jerry years before I had met him. They were overjoyed that Jerry and Eve were getting married. In Jewish, you say that's beshert, which means meant to be. We were married on September 19th, 1948. In February 1949, Jerry graduated from GW University, summa cum laude, and Phi Beta Kappa, and he did it in 2.5 years. I was a couple of credits short, so I didn't get my degree. He always encouraged me to go back and to get my degree, but having my family was more important to me. You all know the rest of the story because you became part of it. I had a fairy tale life, wined and dined at embassies in many countries, heard my husband speak in Vienna before well over 1,000 people, and the speech was translated into many languages. Traveled on the Orient Express, the QE2, and to one of my favorite places, Bermuda. I had a kind, sweet, considerate, and intelligent husband who also happened to be your father. We were lucky to have 5 beautiful, healthy children who always...
3, not 5.
No.
3 children.
Did I say 5?
Yeah.
Maybe we don't know about
Maybe 2.
I don't know.
Where the other 2 are, we don't know.
And the
We
news
were lucky
is...
to have 3 beautiful, healthy children who we all always adored and are so proud of. Only one thing has haunted me most of my life. It has to do with my 3 children and how my actions were misinterpreted and misunderstood. Of course, when you are a young child, you only see things through a child's eyes and ears, and sometimes these images never leave you. But as you get older and live life, your horizons open up, and you look at things in a more mature way. I have always hoped that when you became adults, you would realize that what a difficult time those years were for all of us, and rethink some of the judgments you made early on. Thank you all for celebrating my birthday with me, and let's hope we can do it again next year.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
That was nice.
Okay.